See you, Marvins. Take care, man. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Matt Weisfeld over at VPI. It has been way too long since showing you all the live stream and saying hello. There's just been so much going on over here. It's, as usual, been crazy with everything going on with COVID and the day-to-day, and the whole world is going nuts. So I just wanted to do a quick little live stream. Actually, what inspired it was I saw this rack of tables that are getting made. I was just like, this looks really good. What is this? So it's I believe this order is going to our friends out in California, Mr. Upscale. So this is actually a bit of, it's been deemed as the Super Prime Scout by Upscale. That's all Kevin as far as the coolness of the naming and everything else. What it actually is just a fully souped up Prime Scout. And if you're not sure, bam, this is a Prime Scout. Which is also upgraded. So a common trend that we've been seeing, guys, is everyone's just been upgrading to the HW40 feet. That's just been a standard thing because, frankly, they are the best feet that we've ever made for the price, and they just really get the job done. So it's I'm barely seeing any other feet on there because now it's just getting ordered like that right from the get-go. So this is a standard Prime Scout. It's got its 300 RPM motor. That's an upgrade that we made a while ago and everything. So and this is this table is still a current model and being used. Apparently, it's been removed by some magazine outlets because apparently it's not current anymore. Which I'm not too thrilled about that. But I'm going to be a professional and not say anything about that. So, but regardless, the Prime Scout is still a current and readily available product. Apparently, it's not worth being recommended, but it's definitely worth being talked about. So, and then the nice part about the Prime Scout is its ability to be fully upgraded between having the Prime motor, which is the 2-inch thick, 12-inch diameter platter. Something we did a little while back, which it was a subtle thing, and people recently noticed it. We ended up going with a slightly smaller record mat, just so you can see that like little outline. You see, it's got like a little coolness to it, and people kind of like really like it. I don't remember the reasoning why when we originally did it, but notice with this Prime Scout that you can have the VTA base on the fly, and as we know, we loosen this guy. It's already loose. This guy's getting set up. It can go up. It can go down. Nice and easy to adjust your VTA with our J&W 10 tone arm right across, unipivot, or it could be gimbal if you so choose. So we've got this going on, so a bunch of tables. And while we're going, because it looks like the station is really swinging over here, Carl is gone for the day, but here's our HW40 station that has been rocked. Actually, this is really cool. This is like, you know, the generation of an HW40, how it starts over here when it's flipped over, and we got the electronics going and everything else. Then on to the next stage where the top part gets finished, serial number and everything, and then the end point of where we just run the heck out of it. So what's also cool about our table with the HW40 is that we do test and run the heck out of these things. The testing, we do a lot of redundancies to make sure everything is fit and working. So these motors are actually tested before they're even in any of the housings or casings. That's all software-based driven things from that standpoint. Then there's a really cool jig that we've got so that this guy is running and tested for, I mean, like days. And it actually is days sometimes, because sometimes they'll get tossed on a Friday, and then we'll get it rocking and rolling on a Monday. So we're doing all that stuff so to make sure that this can-like thing here is being fully tested and put through its steps, and then of course tested again once it's in the final the final housing and turntable itself, so that we're good to go. Having its gimbaled arm on here. Now, a question that's come up is about as far as putting different tone arms on there. That's something that can be done. Just for the anniversary edition, we are just staying away from that, just to keep that anniversary limited edition feel. But it is all possible. So this is the again, this table as well has been downgraded. This is the. It's not downgraded, it's just the rating standpoint. So this is based off of the classic Direct. So what we did at VPI is we actually pushed the envelope and added more technology, more cutting-edge engineering, better tone arm, better bass, better isolation, newer motor. And again, to date, we have the most current in direct drive technology. So I'm not saying it's the best, but it is, well, I think it's the best, but I'm a little biased over here. So that's why when it comes to direct drive technology, anybody who is making a direct drive that is not their own and they haven't come to us and they say anything otherwise, they're kind of full of it. Especially if anybody is charging a crazy amount, like, in the $100,000 range. Because if you're charging $100,000 for a direct drive and there's a $15,000 direct drive table out there, then you can basically assume you're completely full of it and, are just like trying to rob people during the days of COVID. And remember, during these times, we all should be nicer to each other and we all should be taking care of each other. So when I see companies gouging one another and all that stuff, that's not too cool. But I don't want to get too carried away. So again, this is what we did is we took our $30,000 table, we cut the price in half, we made it better, and then we went from a Class A plus rating down to a Class A. Sad face. But hey, again, my bad. So what I'm thinking about doing is taking this table and adding a zero so we can make it $150,000 because in our industry it'll make sense. And then we will have a constant sale going on to keep it down at the $15,000 range. So that way we accommodate the crazy side of our industry while still being accommodating for the normal side and I won't go down that rabbit hole anymore. I already went a little further than I had planned. But regardless, here we are. This is the HW40. A quick little live stream to say hello and see how you're all doing. And more exciting news, the VPI house, we are currently underway of making lots of progress to have it be functional again. So hopefully as, the world is opening up, people are getting their vaccines, and, more things are happening, we are hoping to have the VPI house open again. And we've been doing a bit of a hybrid situation with the VPI house where it will be good for both in-person and virtual at the same time. So we've been doing a lot of wacky stuff to make it work. We did run into a bit of, unfortunately, I think some of you guys have read about Sid Marks. We are handling his collection and have that on our site. All funds of Sid's collection, be it equipment or records, all funds will be going to the family for what's been going on there. And so that's been something else that's been happening on the VPI Industries website. And we also plan to do live streams where we're going to showcase the just stuff from Sid's collection, be it records, equipment, or anything, just so we can talk more about that as well. So just kind of to round off this video, if there are any super high-end, over $100,000 tables out there, we would love if any magazine reviewer wants to do a head-to-head, the lowly little $15,000, because that's chump change in our industry. I'd love to take this guy and put it head-to-head. We've had a couple opportunities, but every time we throw it out there, nobody wants to do it, which is, kind of sad. Because, it's again, I won't go down that rabbit hole. Oh, hey, High Five Plus. Kudos to you guys for acknowledging our 40th anniversary table and putting on the cover of your magazine. So thanks, High Five Plus. You guys are awesome. So, Alan Sercom, I know you never need a reason to have a drink and toast, but I hope I just gave you a reason because, yay, High Five Plus. So, yeah, with that being said, gang, Haram, I'm around. Give me a call back now. I completely forgot. So I had a lovely quick conversation with Haram. I've been a little crazy in the factory today, a little shorthanded in the office. So anybody who called today, you got my lovely voice or Jane's lovelier voice, since she's definitely more of a pleasure to talk to than me. So again, I'm Matt. I'm going on way too long with this video over here at VPI, and hopefully see you all soon at the VPI house. Until next time, see you all soon.